Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to crochet this reversible men's hat. It's very easy to make, and here is the list of material you're gonna need to make it. To make this adult size hat, the yarn I'm gonna use is from Loops and Thread Impeccable. It's 100% acrylic, medium 4. It has 128 grams or 245 meters, and the color is true gray. The crochet hook is 4.5 millimeters. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. This is the design that we're gonna do for our hat. For this one, I did multiple of 12 plus 2, 14. That's what I did for this one. So 12 in here and 2 in here. So now we're gonna do this one for adult, 16 in here and 2 in here. So it'll be multiple of 18. And I'm gonna do a chain of 72. I did a slip knot and chain 72. Once you have your 72 chains, you're gonna make sure it's not twisted, and to make sure that it's the right way, you're gonna look, the flat part is the top part and the more round part is the bottom part. So you have to make sure that the flat is up, and you're gonna go to the first one or last one and do a slip stitch, and like that you've did the circumference of your hat. So now we're gonna chain 3, and that's gonna count as the first double crochet. Now I have 71 more to do, and the chain 3 will be 72. So you're going to continue doing this all the way around. And you have to make sure that you have 72 double crochet. To finish this row, you're going to do a slip stitch in the top of the third chain, and like that you finish row number 1. For row number 2, we're going to start to work the post in the front and in the back. So to start, I want this chain to be worked as a back post. And to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to pass your hook in between the chain and the last double crochet, pass it through the top of the chain, pull your yarn, you have 2 loops, you're going to close those 2 loops, and then you're going to count 1, 2, and 3 chain. And like that you work that chain as a back post. Now you have to do 7 more for a total of 8 with this one. We have to work half of the motif in here and half in the other side. So the other half will be 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. So that's half of the motif. Now we have to do 2 front posts. So each motif are 16 plus 2, so now you have to do 16 back posts and 2 front posts. 16 back posts and 2 front posts. All the way around until you're gonna end here with the 2 front posts and 8 back posts. So you're gonna continue now working until you have 16 and then 2 front, 16 and 2 front, all the way around. To finish this row, you're gonna do a slip stitch on the third chain, and that's row number 2. For row number 3, and we're gonna do what we did to the chain, and in every single row we want that chain to be as a back post. So you're gonna bring your hook through the back and pass it through the front of the chain. You have 2 loops, pass it through, and you're gonna chain 1, 2, and 3. So now we're gonna start with a decrease on the back post and increase on the front post. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 back posts. And here 7 and 8 will be together. And that's the first decrease. Now in the next one is a front post. You're gonna do 2 together, 1 and 2 together in that front post, and 2 together on the next one. So those 2 back front posts are now 4 front posts, because you increase on each one. So in the next one you're gonna do 2 back posts together. That's the decrease, and then you're going to continue. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 back posts, and 13 and 14 you're going to do them together. And again you're going to do 2 front posts in this one and 2 front posts in this one. And again you decrease in this one and decrease in the last 2. And you're going to continue doing that all the way around. We're going to finish this row with a slip stitch on the 3rd chain. Now the row that we're gonna do, we're gonna repeat over and over until we have only 2 back post double crochet and 16 front post double crochet. Again, we're gonna do our back post chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and that counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now 6 and 7 we're going to do them together. And now the increase are in the first front post and in the last one. These 2 in the center stay just 1 and 1. So now we're going to do 2 together in the first one. Now we do 1 and 2 separate, and 2 together. Now those 4 are 6 front post double crochet. And now we have to do 2 back posts together. So you're going to continue doing that, those 2 together and the 2 last one together, and again 2 front posts in the first one and 2 front posts in the last one, and these 2 1 and 1. So you're going to continue decreasing on the 2 last ones of this and increasing in the 2 first ones of this until you have 2 back posts left and 16 front posts. We are at the last row at the decrease of the back post. So here I wanted to show you how you're going to decrease where the chain is. So the chain and the next is the back post. So you're going to pass beside the chain and top of the chain and the next post. And you're going to pass your yarn through. And like that, you decrease to 1. 3 chain, and now you're going to do 2 front posts together. And then you're going to continue with your front post, and then you'll do the 2 together in this one, and then you'll decrease these 2 to 1, these 2 to 1, and like that you'll finish this row. A decrease of the back post and increase of the front post. This is what the piece looks like once you finish that row. Now we're going to start with the increase of the back post and the decrease of the front post. And that's what we're going to create, that diamond shape here on the top. Okay, once you start decreasing here and increasing here. Okay, that's what we're going to do now. And to do that, we're going to do our back post chain, 1, 2, and 3. Now we have to increase a back post in that one, so we're gonna do a back post double crochet in the same chain space, and that's the increase. Now for the decrease, you're gonna do these two together. That was the one that stood together there as an increase. Now you're gonna decrease them in the top. So you're gonna do 12 front post, double crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and the last two will be together. You see, you had two together there as an increase. Now you're going to do them together as a decrease. And now you're going to increase in this back post. You're going to do 2 back posts. And another 2 back post double crochet. So now we have 4. And again, you're going to decrease in here and in here at the end, and then increase in these 2 here. So you're going to be working like that all the way around this row. I finished that row, and now what we're gonna do in this row that we're gonna do now, we're gonna do in every single row until we have only 2 front posts left, and we'll have 16 back posts. So you're gonna do this chain as a back post, 1, 2, and 3. Now the increase is in the next back post, no in the chain. And now in next row, the increase will be in the 3rd back post in there. You see, it's always be in the last one. Now you'll decrease these 2, and you'll do all these front posts and then decrease these last 2. And here you have 4 back posts, so you increase in the first one and in the last one. The 2 in the middle, you will just do 1 back post on each back post. And like that, you're gonna continue working this row and the next one and the next one until you have 2 front posts and 16 back posts. Here I have only 2 front posts and 16 back posts. It's like this. Now we're gonna start decreasing the back post, that way we create the top of the hat. So to do that, you're gonna repeat what you're gonna do in this row. You're gonna repeat it until you have only these 2 front posts and 2 back posts in here. So it's the repetition of this row. One, 2, and 3, and then I'm gonna do my back post until I have 2 left to do together. These 2 together. I come here, do these 2 front posts, and now 2 back posts together. So in every single row you're gonna decrease in these 2 and the 2 last ones until you have only 2 in here at the end of all those rows. I'm gonna show you here. we are doing this part here. From here, we are right now here, we're doing this part at the top of the hat. I wanted to show you that these hats are really nice and stackable. So look, perfect when you're not using them, putting them away. Look at how nice they stack. So I will meet you here when I am at that point at the hat. If you find that the hat is getting too long, if you want a little bit shorter than mine, I recommend to do 2 decrease more for motif. For example, I have 5 here, so I will decrease in these 2 and I will decrease in these 2 together. The 7 here, I will decrease in these 2 and these 2, and then in these 2 and these 2 here. I will do 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together. That will be one last row that you have to do. But for me, I don't need to do that because it's the preferred length with only 1 on each end. Here I am at the point where I have to decrease the chain and the next back post to make 1. So to do that, you're going to pass your hook beside the chain like you're going to do a back post chain, but you're going to pass in front of that chain and the next back post. You're going to pass it through in front of those 2, and like that you decrease those 2 to 1. So here you're going to do 1 front post, 1 front post, and then here these 2 you'll make it 1 back post, these 2 another back post, and like that you're going to continue this row and we'll finish that row and 1 more and you'll have your hat done. I finished that row and you have a little hole like that. And now we're going to decrease all those 2 front posts and 2 back posts to 1 of each. So here I had the chain in this side and the back post in the back, so and the back of the chain. So we're going to make those 2 1. So you're going to pass your hook beside the post and then in front of the chain, and you're going to pass your yarn through there, close those 2 loops, and you're going to 1, 2 and 3, and now these 2 front posts you're going to do 1 front post. You're going to decrease in that, so you're going to decrease in each one of them, and then these 2 back posts you're going to make them 1, and these 2 front posts 1, like that all the way around. You're going to come here to the 3rd chain, you're going to do a slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn and lose the tail in the top really well. That way it's reversible, the hat, so you don't see the sewing in this side or the other one. Here I'm going to do a slip stitch on the 3rd chain. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to cut the yarn, and here I'm going to lose the tail in that little hole that I have there. You see, it's a little hole. I'm going to bring up and down all the way around in a zigzag, and then I will bring the inside, lose the tail in a way that you don't gonna see it, and it will be a nice finish for the outside and the inside. I'm gonna do this off camera. I will show you the result. This is the amount of yarn that I have left, not a lot. So this is from 128 grams, and this is the hat. I love this men's hat. It's beautiful and very warm too. And this is what I look in the top and the outside part. It looks really nice when it's on. So now I'm gonna bring it inside out to show you in the inside. Like this. And here is where the chain is, and if you look well, you hardly see the difference in here. So either in the outside. So that's the good thing about working the chain on the post, because you don't see the seam. Remember, usually when you work the chain in the project in a circular way, the chain usually tend to go sideways a little bit, but with this stay nice and straight. So now I'm gonna put it on my model and I will show you the end result. I put the hat in this foam head. The foam head is more like a young teenager's size, so that's why it's a little bit big, the hat, because it's not an adult size head. So look how nice this hat looks. And the top look really nice when an adult have the, because these get stretched out. It looks really nice. Now I'm gonna bring it inside out and I will show you how to look on. This is what the hat look, the inside out, and it's gorgeous. It's amazing and very warm. It's very easy, very fast to make, and very economic because I only use a little over 100 grams to make this hat. And if you make this for your husband, your boyfriend, your son, your friend, they will love this hat. It's very warm, especially for these cold winter countries. Well, I hope you guys like it and give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And please share my video with your family and friends. And if you make this hat and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, and you can find me on Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.